Well, welcome back, Pipe Smokers Haven. Tried to restart the video because I didn't have any lighter fluid. Imagine that. Well, we got our snow that we were calling for. We only got maybe 6 inches. Wasn't that much. But it's winter, so you're not going to hear me complain about it. It's just, it is what it is. That's why I bought a snowblower this year. I never had one last year. We got a lot of snows last year, and yeah, I wasn't having it this year. So hope everybody had a good New Year's Day, good New Year's Eve, good New Year's Day. So far, so good for me. I had a long weekend, so I've actually been away from work, which doesn't happen very often. I said I was going to start giving shout outs some of the people I follow. So I'm going to give you a few of the people that I follow. Mike Rondo and his Shed of Solitude. You need to check him out. He's good. I'm pretty envious of him. He basically converted his shed, outside shed, tool shed, into his little pipe smoking area, and it's really cool. Have to check him out. Bearded Welshman, he's very good. Need to check out his channel as well. He lives really close to Boswell's. He lives in Pennsylvania. I can't remember the name of where Boswell's is, but he lives close, so he goes there quite often. It's kind of neat to see that place. I'd like to visit there. That'd be quite the drive, though, but not ruling it out. You know, there might be some time I need to be in Pennsylvania, and I'll definitely stop there. I've been looking on Yelp for cigar lounges in this area. By that area, I mean I live about 120 miles away from Chicago, so I can drive that. And there's one in Chicago that I might try to make it to. Elon Reese, I think it's called. It's like one of the oldest tobacco shops in the country. That's definitely somewhere I need to go. It's huge, but it's downtown Chicago, and that's a pain in the ass, so I don't know about that one. There's a few in the burbs that I will be definitely visiting, and you will get to see them, because I'm going to record the entire thing so you can kind of check out what they offer. You know, that's a pretty big area. There might be a lot of people in that area that actually might tune into my channel. So I'll get into more detail with that when it gets closer. So, what is everybody's opinion on 2022 now that we're here? Do you think it's going to be another train wreck like 2021, or do you think things are going to improve? I tend to be a little on the more pessimistic side, but that's just me. Hopefully I'm wrong. Today, another Dr. Grabau. This is can't quite read it. It's not Grand Duke though. In it, I have my go-to Sutliff creme brulee. By the way, folks, when you watch a lot of people, pipe smokers, and they're talking about tamping, let's cover one thing about tamping. I just taught my son, my youngest, who's being deployed, like I stated last video, he's going to Kuwait tomorrow. Today's his last full day in the States. Wish I could spend the day with him, but it's just not possible. When you're tamping, once you get your ember, okay, you'll have your false light, then you'll relight, and once you get that ember, the only area you really need to worry about tamping is the outside. As you're smoking and that ember is burning down the bowl, you will notice tobacco on the ring, on the outside edges of the bowl. You push that down to keep that where the ember is, so it continues to burn completely. That's that, and I've never really heard too many of these channels. You know, these channels, they all give the videos, you know, how to do this, how to do that. When they don't talk about tamping in the proper way, what you're supposed to be tamping. You don't tamp on the ember. You just put it out, and you have to keep relighting. So, just wanted to clarify. That's basically how I look at it. Is that's what you tamp. Is you take the tool and you go around the edge. And my pipe went out because I was talking too long there. So, 2022. Everybody comment, okay? What are you wanting to accomplish in 2022, okay? Whether it's something big or something small. Mine, I tend to think, is rather simple. I just want to continue to be a better person than what I was the year before. That's that simple. With everything, like I stated in the last video, everything going on in the world right now. I mean, folks, it's getting tougher and tougher out there. Meaner and meaner. I'm just going to try to be the best person that I can be. By that I mean to everybody who I encounter, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, you know, with my family, whether I'm out shopping, or whether I'm just around people in a restaurant, whatever. Not that I'm not usually nice to people, I am, but it's getting harder and harder. You know, people, it's getting rather, what's the word? Pretentious. I mean, it's getting, people are on edge with everything, and we as human beings, we need to try to be as civil with one another as possible. And it's becoming harder and harder to do, I understand that, but my neighbor, he's plowing. He don't have a snowblower, he's got a plow. He does a good job too. Young guy. Awesome guy. So yeah, I'd like to see some comments, ideas, what people should kind of shoot for in 2022. Strive. What's good things to, you know. I said this morning before I come outside, I came out and I did the driveway, got out the snowblower, did the driveway, cleaned up the cars, all that, moved the cars. It was like 7:30 in the morning. Did not seem that cold at all. It actually did not. Sun was just starting to come out. Went inside, made me some coffee, packed my pipe, got bundled up again. Dry clothes this time. Checked the weather. It says it was 10 degrees out. Like, what? No way. It does not feel like 10 degrees out here. There's no wind. It is supposed to get really cold though tonight. So, yeah. I don't get it. Sometimes the temperature just throws you. You know, you'll be out and about running errands or whatever, and you know, your car will say, you know, it's 12 degrees, and you get up and say, man, that sun, it just. But wind's supposed to pick up later today, so it'll start feeling cold. Trust me. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't. That's the one thing that I would miss if I ever moved out of Northern Illinois is the seasons, the season change. Most Northern Illinoisans, winter doesn't really bother us. You might hear a lot of people bitch about winter, but trust me, they're used to it, and they don't. I mean, I'm 53 years old. I've been here my whole life, so yeah, people. You live here that long, you get accustomed to the cold. Now, do you get acclimated to it like if you live in Canada or you know, even Minnesota? Not as much, no. I'm not. I've met people from upper Wisconsin, Minnesota, literally, you know, it can be 15 degrees and they're in a hoodie. They are acclimated, and it's amazing. It is amazing when you actually look into the entire physiology, biology aspect of the human body, okay? Crazy. I mean, you see it all the time. We'll go down, we visited one of our many visits down south, okay? It was fall. I believe it was September. And this was down in Louisiana. So it generally does not get that cold in Louisiana. Well, it cooled down while we were down there. It was in the 50s, okay? This was for my granddaughter's birthday party. So, my son, he's been down there. He grew up in Northern Illinois, but he was down in Louisiana for probably 2 years at that time. He was fine. But all of his friends that were there, they literally could not stand outside for longer than 10 minutes. And they had to go in because they were cold. I'm not lying. It was like 48, 49 degrees. It's just amazing. The acclimation process. People that live down south their whole life, they literally, yeah, there's a reason why they don't move north, because they just cannot adjust to this. I mean, but I mean, you got people that live up north. They love the cold months. They hate the heat. They don't like. I mean, it's just how everybody prefers something different. It's just like tobacco. I love my aromatics. I don't know if I'll ever be an English smoker. Maybe eventually, but not right now. And I see all kinds of pipe smokers on YTPC in the community that just absolutely hate smoking aromatics. They just can't stand them. And, you know, to each their own. I mean, it's... I guess for me, when I was young, like I said, whenever I was around people who were smoking a pipe, I'm guessing most of them were aromatics, because I can remember that long ago. It didn't smell like a campfire. It actually had a cherry smell. It had a rum smell. It had a sweet smell to it. And that's what appealed to me. So that's why I took up the hobby, and that's why I love the hobby. But yeah, it's all about what you get used to. Yeah, I could sit out here, as long as the wind don't get too bad, I could sit out here for a couple hours, just enjoy it. I got my coffee, I got my pipe. That's all I need. Also, as I get more subscribers, I am more than willing to review tobaccos, even if it is in English or something. You know, I will do that. I will tell you right now, I am not exactly a connoisseur or anything. I will try to explain what I feel about it. As much detail as I can, but I'm not as good as what some of these other people you will find. But hey, yeah. Reviews come in very, very handy. That's how I found everything that I like. Just surfing YouTube. And there are all kinds of them. Bald Pipe Smoker, he's another one. Check out his channel. I don't know if he's still putting out content, but what he had was really good. He does a lot of reviews. I miss him. I'm sure everybody knows Mutton Chop Piper. He just started putting out content again. George Bruno, he's pretty good. He does not necessarily do a lot of his stuff isn't just about pipe smoking. There's a lot of philosophy there. But he's a very smart guy. So those are just a few channels that I check out. But yeah, I'm up for doing a few reviews. Like I said, I'm going to try to visit as many pipe cigar lounges as possible on the weekends. It's actually become my dream the last year, is to own my own brick and mortar shop. That would be so amazing. I just don't think in my area, and I don't think the market is, we don't have the market here in this area. You need a big market for something like that, unfortunately. But who knows? I like to think throughout my life has turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy. And that's really, what more can you ask for in life, okay? You have friends and family who love you, and you love them back. You know, you stay at least as far out of debt as you can. I struggled with that for quite a while. But I met a woman who, you know, she's pretty frugal, so she helps with that aspect. It's probably a pretty big challenge for her though yet, because I love to spend my hard-earned money on, guess what? We all need something that makes us happy, right? We do. I'll also eventually we'll talk about not today, but we'll talk about the effects of smoking your pipe in public. That's a very interesting topic. And some people may be surprised, okay, at some of the reactions you get. When you're smoking in public, you're smoking your pipe. I'll say this, I've gotten more compliments about it than complaints. I've hardly had any complaints about when I light this sucker up in public, which is a great thing. Great thing. You will probably eventually run into that one person, right? Or a group of people. Well, again, I hope everyone is doing awesome, okay? The beginning of the year, hopefully this year won't be like last year. That's really all I heard yesterday. January 1st, 2022. Let's hope it's not like 2021. Well, the only way it's not going to be like 2021 is if everybody wakes up, pulls their head out of their ass, starts speaking out, starts standing up. But you know that's not going to happen. It won't. Because these same people bitching are the same people that's complying to all the shit. Think that this is like the death plague we're dealing with here. It's going to, let's face it, how is 2022 going to not revolve all around the illness? It's going to. I don't want to get back on that track, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying there. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. I'm praying every day to God that, you know, something happens to where, you know, a lot of this shit gets exposed and people just stop buying the bullshit. We'll see. And like I said, maybe people, I already think a lot of people who were buying into the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I think they're waking up. I really do. But we'll see. That'll probably be it for this video. But again, folks, if you have not taken up the pipe hobby and you are thinking about it, you need to seriously consider it. Watch my videos. Watch other people, other channels in the community. They will make it very simple for you. You know, it's not exactly like smoking, you know, cigarettes. There's a little bit of knowledge that you need, but it's not no big deal. So, I hope everyone stays safe, stay happy. Until next time, peace.